I'm Mark Ramsey, and I'm talking today to Mike Doherty. Hello, Mike.
Hey Mark, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Mike, as many of you may know, is the head honcho over at Jelli. That's JELLI.net, right, Mike?
That's correct. Yep.
And when you think of crowdsourced radio, you think of Jelli. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think of crowdsourced radio every day. And Mike, in general, I'm really kind of against jargon. So can you
Yeah.
thumbnail it? Forget all the fancy jargon and nonsense. What is Jelli?
Okay, so if you take the jargon out, we are user-controlled radio.
Hmm.
So effectively, the audience in real time controls every song that plays. It's sort of like a request show, except it's a request show on, I call them web steroids, or hyper request radio, which is another way of saying that the users, when they get together to shape what's happening on the broadcast, there is no, let's say, DJ or programming director who's filtering the results. They are directly in control of shaping and choosing the next song. It's very transparent, and thus the crowdsourcing moniker is used for it because the crowd is literally getting together to change the future or change what's happening next on the radio station.
Here's why I like the thing so much, because it seems to me that, first of all, it takes the entire thing of radio and turns it into the equivalent of a game, right? And the thing about games, as you know better than I, games are really fun to play, and a lot of people like to play them, right?
I'm just going to break your rule. I'm going to break your rule right here. But basically, I'll throw a couple of jargon.
Uh-oh, I'm
pieces of
bracing.
jargon. But we like to call it, we leverage game mechanics. So effectively, we don't really have necessarily a full game. It's not like yet you're leveling up like World of Warcraft or, to some degree you're questing together to shape a broadcast. That's a big theme of what we like around the game part of Jelli. But we definitely leverage this concept of game mechanics, which is integrating fun elements, gaming, reward systems into the experience to allow the users to get engaged, to reward them for the engagement. And some very simple ways that we do this. I mean, the most simple way I think on Jelli is that each track has a score. And that's part of the transparency that I was talking about, where you always know as a user where you stand related to getting that song on the air, just by simply manipulating or changing that score. So that's one thing, score-based system. The highest score wins in Jelli. The next way, we give people some power-ups, which are a little bit closer to a video game. And one's a rocket and a bomb, and there's a limited inventory of these things, and of course it feeds into the loyalty and the how do we get more of them and all that. So we definitely pull that into the experience, and if anything, you'll probably see more from us in that area over the next year.
I'm hoping for a Hogwarts magic wand. Can you add that? By the way,
I love the what magic wand. I think I was always a big fan of the invisibility cloak on Jelli.
invisibility cloak would be awesome.
Yeah, go stealth a little bit, maybe as a special power up. So,
And also the ability to turn into flame. I like that one too. Flame on, But seriously, rockets and bombs are long overdue in the world of radio, as far as I'm concerned. Now, give me an idea of just how your success is ramping up. I want to get an idea of how many stations are working with you, and how Jelli is running on most of those stations.
Yeah, it's a great question. We started out about 9 months ago with our first pilot launching on Live 105 in San Francisco, KITS. And that was a great experience. It was a Sunday night show, Sunday night pilot. And we expanded from there. We got good ratings on the initial experience. And that led to a 6-night-a-week broadcast, night show on Live 105. We took that day part on Live 105 from number 10 in the market with men 18 to 49 to number 2. So we doubled their share ratings. And so that kind of success of engaging with key demographics, it's a male-oriented station, of course. I think overall, persons 18 to 49, we took the station from 9 to 3. So even among women as well, it was popular. But that led us to start working with Triton. And Triton is obviously a major syndicator of both digital products as well as syndicated programming. And we started rolling out to other stations in the United States. So now we're on, I believe, 16 stations in the U.S. and lots of different sizes of markets. Large, I like to say, we want Jelli to be for everybody. So big markets like San Francisco or Philadelphia, mid-sized markets like Syracuse or Fort Myers or Las Vegas, and then smaller towns like Missoula, Montana, for example, has a Saturday night show. So it's cool. The way we get to these stations is we have a syndicated version of Jelli that gets transmitted off a satellite. So it's really easy for these smaller markets to effectively just pull the broadcast off the satellite and effectively have the audio output of the experience, and then they point their users to go participate off of this sort of shared national experience that's sort of a shared game that everyone's playing at once.
So in that sense, for the syndicated version, if I'm in Missoula and I'm running the syndicated version, I'm actually playing, so to speak, against people in other markets that are playing at the same time, right?
Yeah, exactly. It sort of has the benefits of an active experience. You have a lot of people, especially for small markets, that maybe have a low AQH. You can guarantee to have enough people in the experience to make it fun, because frankly, Jelli's more fun when more people are on. Mm-hmm. It's got that social aspect to it. And then, so the negative of that is that it's not a localized group, controlling the local stick, but it is for bigger stations that can basically pull their weight related to their audience and get a super active community locally. Then we have another version of Jelli that can be localized, kind of like what we're doing with Live 105. But again, I think for a lot of stations, this benefit of having the active chat window of pulling nationally is actually pretty attractive.